Hi everyone, welcome back to another session of Bhagavad Gita. We will be doing today Bhagavad Gita chapter 2, text number 17 and 18. It is page number 83 and 84 on the hardbound Bhagavad Gita as it is if you are following along. We'll do a quick recap. Last week, we did chapter 2, text number 16. Text number 16 of chapter 2 says, material body has no endurance and soul never changes. No endurance of the changing bodies. Even medical science proves that every cell of our body gets changed every 7 years. So practically every 7 years we have a brand new body, because within a period of 7 years every cell of our body gets replaced. Lord Krishna's instruction begins. Lord Krishna is giving his instruction. The very first instruction is his telling Arjuna, re-establish your relationship with me and try to know me by knowing the difference between you and me. What is our relationship with Krishna or the Lord? Our relationship is like the master and the servant. So Krishna is the master and we are his servants. How to realize our eternal relationship? We saw by the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Today we will see text number 17. We will see the real nature of the soul. We'll see chapter 2, text number 18, and we will see material body perishes. We'll start with prayers. Pamagyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. I offer my respectful obeisances unto my spiritual master who has opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge which were blinded by the darkness of ignorance. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. My dear Lord, in the spiritual energy of the Lord, kindly engage me in your service. I am now embarrassed with this material service. Please engage me in your service. Text number 17 of chapter 2, Bhagavad Gita says, that which pervades the entire body you should know to be indestructible. No one is able to destroy that imperishable soul. So last week, text number 16, Krishna is saying, material body has no endurance and the soul never changes. So what we see is our body when we stand in front of the mirror. But Krishna in Bhagavad Gita is saying that there is also soul. So he clarifies body and the soul. And now he's saying that which pervades the entire body, which is the soul, you should know to be indestructible. No one is able to destroy that imperishable soul. So if you will, it's the same thing. He's saying, text number 16 says, there is no endurance to the material body. There is no change to the soul. Soul is eternal. And now he's saying the other way around, that you cannot destroy the soul. Why? Because soul is eternal. Let's see what's the real nature of the soul. Soul is spread all over the body. And we call it consciousness. Why do we call it consciousness? Because if someone pinches me, I feel the pain And I can perceive the pain when something happens to my body. Why? Because my my consciousness is spread all across my body, whether it's my foot or it's my head or it's my hand. I can perceive the pain, which means the consciousness is spread all over the body. One is aware of the pains and pleasures of one's own body. So we say we are conscious and Krishna is supremely conscious. Why? Because Krishna can feel, or Krishna knows the pains and pleasures. He's aware of the pains and pleasures of everyone's body. Why? Because he's sitting as the super soul in everyone's body. But for us, we are aware of our own pleasures and pains. Now, let's see what is the dimension of the soul. Now, since last week we have been talking, material body has no endurance and soul is eternal and never changes. Going a little bit detail into what is the dimension of the soul. Bhagavad Gita says the soul is 1/10,000th part of the tip of the hair. So if we take tip of our hair, divide it into 100 parts, take one of those parts, divide it again into 100 parts, what we get, that is the dimension of the soul. And this little, very little tiny spark is spread all across the body. How? Just like when we take the medicine, medicine spreads all across the body. So that's a little bit of information. This text number 17 is giving us about the soul. And material body minus consciousness is dead body. So once the spirit soul leaves our body, we call it a dead body. And by no means we can bring it back to consciousness. So the part that is making our body, making us conscious, is the spirit soul. That is the nature of the spirit soul. This is a very nice picture, and it has a reference from Shvetashvara Upanishad 5.9. It describes what we just read. It says, when the upper point of the hair is divided into 100 parts, and again each of such parts is further divided into 100 parts, each such part is measurement of dimension of the spirit soul. So that is the dimension of the spirit soul. Text number 18. Chapter 2, text number 18 says, the material body of the indestructible, immeasurable, and eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. Fight, O descendant of Bharata. So, Krishna is describing the nature of the soul, and by giving the knowledge of the nature of the soul, he is urging Arjuna to fight, also answering Arjuna's question, where Arjuna is saying, how can I kill my grandfather, my teacher? And Krishna is saying, material body of the indestructible, immeasurable, eternal living entity is sure to come to an end. He's saying, Arjuna, material body will anyhow come to an end, and spirit soul is anyhow not going to die. So, fight. We'll explore this in a little bit more detail. The material body perishes. Now there is no chance of maintaining the material body indefinitely. I come into existence, I live for some time, I produce some byproducts, my body dwindles, and then one day I leave this body. So there is no chance that I can maintain this material body forever. That's not going to happen. And if we look at the soul, we just saw soul is so small. No one has an idea how to measure its dimension. So material body cannot be maintained indefinitely, and soul soul is eternal. The soul cannot be destroyed. So material body cannot be maintained indefinitely. Soul can never be destroyed. So Krishna's point is, Arjuna, what are you worried about? You can't kill the soul, and body is anyhow going to perish one day. So Krishna's advice to Arjuna is, Arjuna, fight. And do not sacrifice the cause of religion for material bodily considerations. So Krishna is asking Arjuna to look at the spirit soul and not at the body. And he is saying, perform your duty. Don't get entangled into the bodily considerations. Go ahead and fight. So we'll do a quick summary. We saw chapter 7. We saw chapter 2, text number 17. Krishna is saying, material body you cannot maintain indefinitely, and the soul can never be harmed or destroyed. That's the real nature of the soul. The dimension of the soul is 1/10,000th the tip of the hair. The soul is so small, yet it pervades our whole body like the medicine pervades our whole body. Text number 18, Krishna says, Arjuna, since the material body is anyhow going to go and the soul is not to be destroyed, fight. Don't get entangled into the material bodily considerations. Why? Because material body perishes. So if you're thinking, hey, I'm going to kill my teacher, I'm going to kill my grandfather, their soul can never be harmed and their body will anyhow perish. So because it's your duty, you are performing your duty for the upliftment of human society and maintaining of religion, fight. That's our session for today. If you have any questions, please do send it. I am very thankful and grateful to all of you for watching and helping me go a little deeper into my own concepts of Bhagavad Gita. As I explain and present Bhagavad Gita, I understand and learn more. And as you ask me questions and I try to answer those questions, it deepens my own understanding of Bhagavad Gita. So thank you very much for your encouragement and support in my own study of Bhagavad Gita. I am very grateful to all of you for your companionship and moving along in the study of Bhagavad Gita. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.